In the dry, sun-baked heart of northern Nigeria, there is a village so small it barely appears on the map. For decades, its people had lived with a silent curse: no clean water. Every single day, before the first rooster crowed, the women of the village would gather their plastic jerrycans and begin the long, exhausting walk to a muddy stream 3 kilometers away. It was a ritual no one questioned, because it was all they had ever known. Children grew up with aching necks from balancing heavy containers, and the elderly often collapsed halfway back, weakened by the brutal heat. And then came Musa. Musa wasn't a politician. He wasn't rich. In fact, the only thing he owned of real value was a battered old motorcycle that had carried him to the nearest town for odd jobs. But Musa also carried something else, a deep ache in his heart every time he saw little children hauling water instead of being in school. One scorching afternoon, Musa stood on the edge of the stream, staring at the brown water. He remembered his own childhood dreams of becoming a teacher and how they had been drowned by the daily battle for survival. That day, he made a decision that would change everything. He returned to the village, sold his motorcycle, and used every naira to buy a few lengths of pipe, a shovel, and some fittings. The villagers thought he had lost his mind. How could one man bring water to the entire community? But Musa didn't stop. Every day, under the blazing sun, he dug trenches with blistered hands. He measured, cut, and connected pipes, slowly carving a path from the stream to the village. Children gathered to watch him, some offering to help, while others laughed, certain he would fail. Weeks passed. His palms bled. His clothes were soaked with sweat. But every pipe laid was a step closer to his vision. And then, one morning, Musa called the village together. The elders came, children ran, mothers with babies on their backs hurried to the center where a single tap stood. Musa turned the valve. At first, there was only a hiss of air. Then, with a gurgle, clear water burst out, splashing into a waiting bucket. Gasps filled the air. Women wept openly. Children dipped their hands and drank greedily. For the first time in the village's history, clean water flowed at their doorstep. From that day, the story of Musa spread far beyond their dusty roads. He became the man who gave life back to his people, not because he had wealth or power, but because he dared to sacrifice his most valuable possession for the good of others. One man. One dream. Thousands of lives changed. The story of Musa yet continues to inspire many others even after he was long gone. Never forget, nobody will remember you for the things you own. Rather, you will be remembered for your impact and sacrifices for humanity. Keep impacting your world.